They are gone, but will never be forgotten. The nation is mourning the recent loss of not two, but three icons of the civil rights movement. All three men are deeply connected to Atlanta and committed their lives to pushing for racial equality and beyond. Ron Jones takes us into the legacy of all three.
In just 4 months, Atlanta lost three civil rights giants, trailblazers in the fight for justice. The Reverend Joseph E. Lowery in March, and the Reverend C.T. Vivian and Congressman John Lewis, who both died just hours apart on Friday. The trio of titans paved the way for countless people, creating a blueprint for changing the world in a nonviolent way.
We're marching today.
But it wasn't easy. They fought against hundreds of years rooted in hatred, bigotry, and segregation. They courageously marched on, facing vicious attacks and even the constant threat of death. Dr. Joseph E. Lowery had deep ties to the city of Atlanta. He was a founding member of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and worked side by side with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement. It was an era when America was exposed to racist atrocities on black and white television.
People no longer could deny that we were fighting madmen.
Dr. Lowery would see the fruit of their labor almost 5 decades later when he attended the presidential inauguration of Barack Obama.
We truly give thanks for the glorious experience we've shared this day. We pray now, O Lord, for your blessing upon thy servant, Barack Obama, the 44th president.
Reverend C.T. Vivian, an early and key advisor to Dr. King, was part of the freedom rides and marches in the 50s. He says in those days, the strategy to overcome inequality was a twofold mission.
We wouldn't have had a movement if it hadn't been for two things: nonviolence, a method.
In 2013, President Obama awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom for his leadership during the movement.
Give us a vote. Let us vote. We came here to do our job.
The Honorable John Lewis, the man known to look for good trouble, will always be seen as a civil rights pioneer that carried the torch of equality through generations. His civil rights resume is filled with historical milestones, from being one of the original Freedom Riders to helping organize the March on Washington with Dr. King, to being elected to 17 terms to Georgia's 5th Congressional District. In his last days on earth, he was still looking for good trouble while supporting the recent Black Lives Matter movement.
On one hand, we made a lot of progress, but we're not there yet.
This legacy of three heroes will always be remembered as paving the way toward equality for millions.
My goodness, just chills watching that, especially being an Atlanta native. Those three have paved the way, and if you want to contribute to their legacy, you might want to vote. That was Ron Jones reporting. Now, 11 Alive is honoring the life and legacy of John Lewis in a primetime special, so don't miss it Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. That's right here on 11 Alive. We'll be right back.